a difference, one cup at a time. Tea time. Yeah, this is tea time. Yeah, making a difference, one cup at a time. Tea time. So be sure to grab your tea, grab a seat, and tune in to Miss Liz. Tea time. Making a difference, one cup at a time. Tea time, yeah. Tea time, time.
Well, good afternoon. That's right. Miss Liz is back. We are Thursday and we are on the second tea time of the day. And this afternoon, I have Tara sitting in the back room in the studio, and she's going to come and talk about a phone app. That's right, a humanitarian phone app. That's what we do today. We do humanitarian work. So grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab the beverage of your choice because you do not have to drink tea to sit with Miss Liz. So we're going to get into the disclaimer and all of that good stuff. And then I'm going to bring my incredible guests into the studio. So this disclaimer for Miss Liz's Tea Time live shows. Miss Liz and myself is going live using StreamYard. Before leaving a comment, please grant StreamYard permission to see your name at StreamYard.com. Please be advised that the content brought forward for any Tea Time show hosted by myself, Miss Liz, is always brought forward in good faith. However, may bring forth dialogue and opinions that are not representative of my platform. The facts and information are perceived to be accurate at the given time of airing. All Tea Time guests and audience participants are responsible for using their good judgment in taking any action that may relate to the discussion. The content brought forward may include discussions for some where they may be emotionally at risk. It is significant to know that this show is engaging in discussion forums only to offer and inspire awareness and connection and is not providing therapeutical advice. If you have any questions about this disclaimer or the panelist discussion, you may freely contact me, Miss Liz, through my email at bookingmissliz@gmail.com. Moving forward, should you choose to voluntarily participate in today's show in any aspect, I myself, Miss Liz, welcomes you. And should you decide that the show is not made for you at this time, I respect that and I will see you at a later show at a later time. And this year it is on Thursday. So if you see a tea time that's not a Thursday, it's a rescheduled tea time. All tea times are being done on Thursday this year. So now we have this incredible lady sitting in the background who created this incredible app. You guys want to hear about it today. You really want to ask the questions. Leave your comments, support, and all of that in the comment section. And Miss Liz will get that out to Tara. Tara Ibusi, I hope I'm saying your name right. If not, tell me how to say your last name. Is the founder and chief blesser of Bless. In 2018, Tara stepped away from a successful career in corporate America to pursue her passion for helping others. This pursuit led to the creation of Bless, a mobile application that brings communication together to help one another in every part of the world. Bless is a free download, free to use, collect no user data, and contains no ads to distract from its purpose and content. It is a gift for all humanity. Now Tara is on a mission to change the world by uniting humanity and impacting generations through the power of Bless. The account of her journey will inspire and encourage you to uncover your passion and go after your dreams. And that's what we do, is we go after dreams on Tea Time. So I'm going to bring in the incredible Tara, and she's going to tell us all about this good stuff. So welcome, Tara. It is an honor to have you here today.
It's an honor to be with you, Miss Liz. Thank you very much. There's no one else I would rather have tea with, to be honest with you. So thank you. I appreciate it.
So Tara, get into it. You used to be in corporate America, and what just you woke up one day and you were just like, nope, that's it. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, I think this happens actually for a lot of people when you're working that 9 to 5 and trying to, like, attain those goals that we're taught to attain in the workforce, get into management, make the most money you can make, like all the things. And I had gotten there. Like I felt like, gosh, I'm finally in this management role. I'm making the most money I'd ever made, but I literally felt the most unfulfilled as I had ever felt. I thought, ugh. Anybody out there, like, dang, man, like, how come if I finally reached this, do I feel like I feel? And that's what happened to me. And so there was one day in the course of events that I was asked a question. It changed everything for me. It was such a simple question. It was, what is your passion? What is it that you ultimately want to do? And when that question came up, and this isn't something we talk about often. I don't think we talk about it nearly enough in life. But when that question came up, immediately I said, if I could do anything, I would just go bless people. And I started to rattle off a list of names of people that I would go and help if I didn't have to go off to work. And it was just such an elated feeling. I mean, I felt like, oh my gosh, this is everything for me. If I could just help people, make someone's day easy, make it a little lighter for them, be there for somebody, that to me is everything. And then that day I went off to work. But that vision, it started to stir on the inside of me, and like that seed started to grow. And it would be, I don't know, just a few months later that I'd be in the grocery store, and I had this thought. It was, if you knew that the person you're passing here in the market had a need that you could help with, would you help? And I thought, well, yeah, I mean, I would totally help, but how can I know what people really need? I mean, I'm not the type of person to walk up to people and just say, hey, is there something I can help you with? Do you have a need? I've never been that way, but I do have like the heart to help. And then it was like, oh my gosh, we need an app. If we could have an app where people could go and people could share their needs, because we all have needs.
Yeah.
And they could also offer help at the same time, because so many people have a heart to help just like I do, but we don't know how to do it. Like, where can we go to help? How do we offer help? And sometimes we want to help our way, but yet the provision isn't really there for that. Like, we have clothes to give away. We want to lend that helping hand. We want to offer that listening ear, but where can we do that? This is what Bless is for. So that started it all, like that vision and mission to create an app where we could come together, unite humanity, and do what we do best, which is help each other.
And I like that you say unite, because we need to really unite, right? It doesn't
We
matter
do.
where we live or what we do, we need to be connected and blessed. And I love that you said that you had this high paying job, but you still were not fulfilled, because Miss Liz's goal and mission with Tea Time is to show that you don't need to have money to have passion and purpose. You know, all the money in the world can sometimes make you feel the emptiest person out there. So I'm really glad that you brought that up and you brought that topic, because this is what we do is we sell dreams and goals here, but we don't have to put a price tag on them, right? Sometimes starting right from the bottom and starting up. But I've noticed when I did some research on the app and that, and I signed up last night, like I said in the background or before we got started, and I noticed that you have such a wide variety of ways of helping. So I want to get into that during our tea time today on the different topics and how to go about it and all of that. Because when I signed up, I wasn't sure what the next step was. So like once we sign up, so what happens after we sign up with this app?
So once you sign up, you actually will receive a message from me welcoming you and giving you some steps to start. So we've recently, like, we have a lot going on in Blessed because we're wanting to cultivate a culture to teach people and retrain humanity on some different things, because we've got all sorts of people on our planet, right? We've got people that are destitute, that really need, like, needy need stuff, right? And then we've got other people that maybe you just occasionally need a helping hand, or maybe you just want to, you cleaned out your closet and you want to give some clothes away, but you want to bless somebody with them instead of just getting rid of them. And so we're cultivating this culture through the app that provides a safe place where people can come, where they can share needs and offer help. But what we're requiring is a system to protect people on the app. So one of the first steps you need to take when you get on Bless is you need to use Vouch for Me. And this is a really cool feature. It helps protect the community, everybody that's on Bless, and it helps provide a level of accountability to people, because we are not we're not GoFundMe. We are not that. We're Bless, and we're not Facebook, and we're not any of the other great platforms that are out there. We are different. And so Vouch for Me helps build trust. And it provides, like I said, this level of accountability. So you don't just get to come on Bless and like blast everybody. If you've got these great list of needs, you don't get to do that. We want you to use Vouch for Me. And all it takes is having one person vouch for who you are. And literally you can send these requests to anyone that knows you well. Like, we encourage you to send them to the people that know you best. They can be sent via text or email. Or if you know someone in Bless, you can send them the request that way. As soon as somebody vouches for you, then the functionality of the app actually unlocks. So when you initially get on, you literally can only view things. You can't create any posts or anything like that until you've had someone vouch for you. This is something that we implemented just maybe 2 months ago because of the way we saw things heading with the app. And we really want to be mindful of the mission and vision of uniting humanity and helping people to feel safe, helping them to not feel judged when they do share needs on the app, but providing some guidelines for the direction that we're wanting to go, and helping people to understand too that it's important to be held accountable, and it's important to build trust in a society where we deal with a lot of scams. This provides an element that's not foolproof, but it sure does slow a lot of people down that are there for a wrong intent.
Well, and I like that because, like you said, there are a lot of scams. There are a lot of people that are creating things and saying, oh, no, it's good, it's good, it's good, trust me. And then they get your information and they use it for fraudulent things. It's
Right.
still your identity and all of that. So I'm glad that you mentioned that. And I'm glad that you have that somebody vouch for you. Why wouldn't we, right? Somebody,
I mean,
say,
everybody
I know
should
that
have
person.
somebody, right? Everybody should have one person that can say, yes, they're legit, their story's legit. And so when you're in the app, you're able to actually view those. So if someone does share a need or somebody does offer help, you can click on the vouch for me. You can see who's vouched for them. You can see what they've said about them. We ask 3 questions. How do you know them? How long have you known them? And then share something with us about them. And you can see in those, even if the vouch for me's are legit, right? Like, we all have this kind of common sense on the inside of us where you can see, this might not be a real vouch for me. Or you can see, like for me, I have 95 people that have vouched for me. There must be something to this founder and chief blesser of Bless, right? Because don't take my word for it. Take other people's word for it to make sure that I'm the real deal. And this is the culture we're wanting to cultivate through the app, because we do need each other. We are stronger together, but we also need to be able to trust one another. And the reality is we live in a society where it's become very difficult to trust people because of how social media is. And so this is something from the inception that I wanted to be a part of Bless, but recently we made it a requirement to where you had limited functionality until you use vouch for me. And one other important thing we did, Miss Liz, is we recently also prohibited the asking for money through Bless. As I mentioned before, Bless is not a GoFundMe. So we were noticing a pattern of people coming on the app and just asking for money over and over and over again. And you don't really know who you're handing money to, right?
Exactly.
Even with vouch for me. And I really want people out there to understand that money doesn't always meet all your needs. Money is not always the solution to your problems. In fact, I really think it rarely is, because there are other things that we can be helped with that will then equip you and empower you to go out there and make that money to meet those tangible needs that you might have. So there are so many other ways that we can benefit people. So this is causing people to think differently when it comes to needs. So if you do need money to pay your bills, how else could someone help you that might free up that money so that you can pay your bills? So see, it's getting people to think differently. And then at the same time, Miss Liz, we're encouraging people when they share a need to give back right away. So as soon as you post and you share your need, you also will have an opportunity or be encouraged to give on purpose, with purpose, to change a life and to impact generations, because this is how we're teaching people to give through Bless. It's not about getting rid of. Now, there's a time for that. I think all of us have had times in our lives when we just literally need to purge and get rid of. But Bless is more methodical, because when you realize the power of the things that you have in your possession, whether it's an old iPad that's been sitting on the shelf because you've had two more since then that could go to a child that just needs it, right? Yep. Or whether it's the clothes in your closet that you no longer wear, or whether it's a helping hand or a listening ear or someone to go on a walk with. This is the way we give, and it has the power to change lives. And I've seen it impact generations firsthand. So this is the culture that we're cultivating through the app, way more than what you think. This is why it's so much different than anything else out there, because see, our heart motive, it's all heart for humanity. We are not money driven. That is not what this is about. We don't gain any revenue from Bless. There's no charge for the app. This literally is a gift, and it's not a nonprofit. It is a for-profit company that wants to bless humanity. Bless is what it does. So it's powerful.
And I really like, Tara, that you mentioned that, money is not always the answer. Yes, that's the easy way, but let's find solutions on how we can get things done without the dollar sign all the time. Right. There's so many things out there, like the GoFundMe. As soon as somebody gets into something, they need a GoFundMe. They need money. Okay, but maybe they need that listening ear, like you said, or they need that, some flowers instead of money, just to cheer them up, or a card. You have so many things on the app that I was really impressed with. I just want to mention a few of them, and we'll get into each one a little bit. But you have such a range of ways of blessing people that has no dollar signs. And I love that you say not money driven, because we really need to start educating the younger generation that not everything is driven with a dollar sign. And I'm not offending anybody, and I'm not picking on anybody who makes money. If that's what gets you happy and makes you happy, I'm happy for you. But I believe that we really need these humanitarian actions and apps and technology that shows people on heart again. We need the heart of the people. And I really want to thank you for that, Tara. But you have baby supplies, clothes, food, water, emergency relief, financial aids, health and wellness, housing, shelter, rehabilitation, spiritual help, suicide prevention, transportation, animal welfare, personal development, volunteer opportunities, and others. Like, you have a large range of things that are on this app that a lot of people will say, well, how does that bless me? Like suicide prevention. How do you bless somebody with suicide prevention? But maybe somebody doesn't know about the resources, right? Or the services that are out there. So is that what you do with the suicide prevention one?
Yeah, that aspect that you're referring to is actually community resources. This is another part of the app that we recently introduced. I believe it was earlier this year. It might have been late last year. But this portion of Bless is designed to be a place where businesses and organizations that offer free services to the community of any kind can come and be a part for free on Bless. So there are so many people that are hurting, right? They have needs, right? So I want Bless to be that platform, that all-in-one platform where you can go for help, no matter what kind of help you need. There are times, though, when individuals in the community can't help you, right? We're limited in what we can do. But then if we couple everything together with people in the community and these resources in the community, I mean, it's a win-win. So if you are struggling with suicide and you need resources beyond what you're finding, I want Bless to be that place where you can find resources in your local community. Now, this is a database that we're really relying on the community to help us build. So I want to encourage you, if you know of a business or organization that offers free services, every individual can actually add that information into the app. We receive the information, we verify the information that it's a legit organization, and then we'll add it into community resources so that if any individual is on Bless and they're looking for help in those specific areas, they can actually tap on that category and they can see a list of resources in their community that can help them. So everybody out there can be a part of this. And then if you're the business owner or the nonprofit owner and you send us proof of ownership, when you sign up for Bless and you put your resource in there, it'll actually be connected to your profile so that you can edit that resource anytime. So if your hours change, your services change, any of that, you have the ability to maintain that listing through the app. And this offers you an opportunity for free exposure for what you're doing. And if you need volunteers, then people will know if they're looking for volunteer opportunities, they can actually tap on that and see what organizations in their community are available that need help, and you can get help that way as well. So this is our way of wanting to bless those that bless others in our community with what they offer. So it's a big part of it, but people are able to just ask for, and they come on and they ask for all kinds of things because we're people. And, you know, ultimately, if I could stress any point, it's for people to understand that we as human beings need each other, no matter who we are, no matter what we're doing, no matter what color our skin is, no matter what our beliefs are. Ultimately, we need one another, and we really are the best help for each other.
Well, and we really need to understand that there are different people right out there that need services and that. Another one that you have on the community resources, the housing. So do you work like with the low rental costs, those, you know, like low rentals and stuff like that? And we also have a question that came in. Is this international? This app?
It is international. It is global. Now, Bless is still growing. So I ask for patience with everybody as you hop on the app. And of course, like you're hearing the vision for what I want this to be and what it's becoming. So Bless is still growing. A lot of our growth has been organic. Although recently I have been running ads to really drive some more traffic into the app. But it is global. I actually have Bless ambassadors. I've got one in India. I have one in Africa. I've got one in South Africa. So people that have the heart and the vision for this, that want to help propel the mission forward, are global, and the app is available globally. And so we are still growing. Now, with regard to the question about like the housing, so again, the community resources is really what we want it to be as a database. Now, do I see Bless working with these organizations in the future? I sure do. I see us having these relationships, but because we're still, I mean, Miss Liz, you can see how big this could be, right? I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
This is going to be so gigantic. I mean, there's so much more to come with Bless, but this is going to be so big. I want Bless to be that place where you can find viable resources, because a lot of times people that are in need and they need housing and they need whatever, they run into issues where there's these waiting lists that are gigantically long. And I really want, my hope and prayer is that we can change that with Bless and provide this platform where we have these viable resources, where if they need housing, they need shelter, that we have these partnerships with resources in local communities to help people and to expedite the process. So it's still in the growing phases, but the capability of that being there, it's already ready for it. It's just a matter of it all kind of coming together.
Well, and I think it's really important to know that this is a building stage, right?
Yes.
We're going to build as we go. You did mention that it is global. So, and you have Africa, South Africa, and India. So like if anybody wanted to join and become an ambassador, how do they go about that?
They can head over to our website and click on Bless Ambassadors, and all the information's there. There's instructions about there. First, I'll tell you all what it's about, and then there's a quick Google form to fill out. And then I will personally connect with you because I want to meet you, and we'll hop on a Zoom call together, get to know one another. And then we have monthly meetings. In fact, we have one coming up this next week where I connect with all the ambassadors, share more of our vision and heart, and we come up with different ideas on how to promote Bless in their local communities. I've got ambassadors all throughout the United States, everywhere from West Coast to the East Coast, and through states scattered throughout. But I really want them in every community. I mean, if you can picture it, a Bless ambassador in every community that helps propel the mission forward. I encourage everyone to share the app. I love to tell people, use Bless, share Bless, repeat that process. Before you know it, we are globally known. Anyway, you won't forget. I'm telling you, anybody watching this, there'll come a day where you'll be like, oh yeah, I remember.
Yeah, and we were talking about that before we went live.
Yeah.
In the background is like it is BLESS.
That's correct.
There's a difference between bless and blessed. Tara, if you want to share that, because I really
Sure.
like that you brought that up in the back.
There is a big difference. I mean, a lot of people talk about how blessed they are, and thank God for it. You know, I am blessed, but bless is an action word, right? Bless means I'm going to do something for somebody else. It's a selfless act. And this is the ultimate bad day cure. So if you're ever having a bad day and you're looking for a way out, just set your mind to be a blessing to somebody else. It can be something so tiny, but you know, even as the founder and chief blesser, I don't always wake up feeling like the chief blesser. I'll tell you that. And so as soon as that happens, I'll think to myself, okay, that's it. I'm just going to go bless somebody, and I'll get right on the app. Whose life can I touch? Who can I give an encouraging word to? Who can I just like be there for? I mean, that's happened so many times. Even if you can't meet the need that you see they've shared, just letting them know somebody is there that cares can save a life. So if you're looking for that ultimate bad day cure, Bless is that.
Well, and I really loved that when I went and looked and I signed up in that. And that's why I asked for the next stage, because I was like, oh, okay, I have to get somebody to vouch for me. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
I'll go in and vouch for you, Miss Liz.
And I'm like, that is really good, because we need that safety. Because there's like, again, once you said like at the beginning of the show, there are a lot of people that are doing these apps that are not legit. But Bless here today is legit. And we are here to make a change by sharing Tara's amazing work here and her team and stuff like that. So I do see that you are wearing a hoodie. I believe it's a hoodie,
Yes,
right?
it is a hoodie.
So do you have a clothing line that you're selling as well on the app?
We do have Bless apparel. You can get it and access it through the app. And you can also access it on our website. And we'll have some new designs coming soon, which I'm excited about. But yes, you can promote Bless in this way and support the mission of Bless. I mean, any of the money that goes to the sale of clothes, because I rarely promote it. I mean, I'm horrible at it, honestly, because my heart is just to give to humanity. But I've made it available because people love the apparel. And I'm telling you, when you wear stuff like this out, I've had people going, what is it? And they'll read it. You'll see them lipping the words like share a need, meet a need. You know, it really gets people thinking. It's very eye-catching. And so I encourage you, if you want to be a part of it, go grab some of the Bless apparel. All the money is going to go toward funding the app. I mean, I personally fund Bless. And it's my joy. It's a gift. I give it as a gift. I did leave corporate 4+ years ago to do this mission, but I have no problem just continuing to propel the mission forward. It's my life assignment. And it's just amazing what happens when you give. It always comes back. It always comes back. So I am extremely blessed and so grateful to be the one that is heading up this initiative that is changing the world. And you'll see, there'll be a day, you'll see it. You'll be like, oh, I remember.
You'll be like,
yes.
Yeah. Tara, we have a question here. Why a phone app and not a website? Like, why? Like, I guess they want to know why the phone app.
Sure. So originally, like, my thought is like having it mobile, like you always have it right here handy with you. And I don't know if y'all, go into a restaurant or even walk through a mall, you still see people, they're walking and they're on their phones, right? So why not use this device for something wholesome like Bless? But my vision is to have it on desktop as well. We're just not there yet, but I believe we will get there to where we have it accessible, because I want everyone to have access, because everybody has needs. This is the thing about need. And need doesn't make you needy. It makes you human. We all have
Exactly.
them. And so that's another part of the culture we cultivate through the app. So I don't want anyone exempt from being able to access it. I know it can get limited for people that maybe don't have a device that can use it or whatever. So the vision is to have it available on desktop in the future as well.
So, and again, this app is a free download, correct?
It's free to download, free to use, no ads. Take a deep breath. You're going to think Bless is so boring because you don't have all this stuff like popping your way. Oh, it's so peaceful in there. And you can just scroll through and help people, or just comment and encourage people, or offer to help others the way you want to anytime. That's another, like, I created it with the meet a need feature because I want to be able to bless people the way I want, whenever I want. So if I'm going through stuff and I'm like, oh yeah, like, oh, okay, yeah, I want to bless somebody with this. I'm going to post it on Bless and see if I can help somebody. You can do it anytime, 24/7, 365. It's like Christmas every day. That feeling that comes with blessing others at Christmas, we're talking about all year long.
I really like that, Tara, because we need more blessings, right? But I really liked the way that you said that bless is an action. So I think now is a good time to ask you, what is your tea? If I ask you what tea you're serving today, what words are you giving me for your tea?
For my tea, I love this. Okay, so I think that transformation is huge because our society, our global society, needs to see a transformation, right? And when we step out of ourselves to give to others, this changes everything for us. So I think E is everything. Transformation, everything. And then A has got to be that action. Bless is an action. And when, again, like, there's so much power in taking a moment to look outside of yourself and to do something for someone else. This literally would cure depression across the board, because depression always wants to turn you inward and keep you in a corner and just focused on you. But as soon as you look up and you go, oh, let me see what I can do for them. Let me open the door for them. Let me put forth the effort to put a smile on my face for that person, even though I don't really feel like it. And you see their face light up. Oh, what does that do for you? So that action is everything.
See, and I told you your tea would come to you.
I know you did.
I tell this to my guests all the time. They're like, Miss Liz, what do you mean? No, it will come to you. And it doesn't need to make sense to the audience. It doesn't need to make sense to Miss Liz. It's your tea. And this is what we do, is we serve the guest tea. We don't serve Miss Liz's tea. Miss Liz's tea is teaching educational awareness. Everybody knows that. So today we're here for transformation. Every action, every action does have a blessing to it. So let's keep doing those information. Like, let's get that information out there. Check out this app. If you are a service, like Tara said, you can get involved. So you do also have your Bless for business and organization. So could you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that really ties into the community resources aspect of it, because we do want to give back to businesses and organizations that are helping people in their local communities. So you can head to the website, you can click on businesses and organizations there. You can do this within the app, where if, again, you're offering even personal development resources, people need help. What we really want to do with people on Bless is make every single life better. So we don't enable people. That's why we prohibited, asking for money all the time, because money can enable you to just stay in this cycle. We want your life to be better. And if you want your life to be better, then Bless is the place for you. No matter what level you're at in life, we all could make our lives better, right? So Bless is right for you. But so when organizations, they offer personal development, mental health services, anything they offer for free, they can be a part of Bless in this way and submit their details so that we can help people in every community around the world, help them know that you exist, right? And then you can also ask for those volunteers. So if you're needing help in your organization, and you can also get on there and share a need. So let's say for your organization, you do a clothing giveaway, but you need more clothes. You can actually share a need. Hey, such and such organization is looking for clothing donations. here's where you can bring them, whatever. You can put all that, you can share that need in the app. And then my favorite part of Bless is when someone gets blessed or is a blessing to somebody, because then they're able to share their experience. They mark their post as blessed. It goes into the blessings feed where people can see all of the good things taking place in their local community and around the world. Right now, we've got Bless set globally because we are in that growth stage, so that regardless of which community you join in from, you can see what's happening on the app. You can interact. But the goal is to have so much happening in every community that we reduce that radius down to your local community. You can actually change it yourself even now in filters, but like by default in the future, it'll be 50-mile radius that you can see what's happening in your local area. Like I said, right now it's set to global so that everybody can just kind of see what's happening, get a feel for how Bless works, and be there for others internationally. It's really cool to experience it this way. But that's the focus for businesses and organizations. It's hard for me, Miss Liz. Once I start talking about it, I just kind of go on all.
No. And that's why we're here for an hour, right?
That's right.
And I really want to thank Jackie Zuccola for connecting us together. She is the lady that collaborated and is working with Miss Liz. So all these incredible guests that you're seeing coming in, all these empowering women that are making a change, that are leaders and creators and founders, that's all coming from Jackie Zuccola. So check out Jackie Zuccola as well. She's with Arizona, and you will find out on Miss Liz's Facebook page as well. You will see the collaboration there, so you can get all of Jackie's information there. So again, thank you, Jackie, for today's guest. It really is amazing to have Tara come and share this incredible stuff. And everyone knows Miss Liz loves humanitarian work. So let's just keep sharing it, and let's keep working with the heart and passion. And I love that you mentioned, Tara, that people can share their experience after they've been blessed. So is there like a section on the app where people can read all about this, or is there like referrals, recommendations? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, once you've like been blessed or been a blessing, so let's say you shared a need or you offered to help somebody and that interaction took place, you actually, to close out your post, you'll mark it as blessed. You can do that from the post itself in the drop-down menu, or you can actually go into your profile, head over to your posts, and do it from there. And then as soon as you share your experience, then the post will move from the needs or the meets feed into the blessings feed, where you can see, where others can see what happened for you. And it's just really cool to have something positive to look at somewhere on social media or on the World Wide Web, right?
Well, and we need that, right?
Yes.
And again, I really want to thank you for the way that you've set this up. Like, it's really, there's no drama, there's no ads popping up and confusing you. It's really peaceful, right? It's really a blessing. Like when you go into it, it's really calming, and it's very easy, and it's a free download. So be sure to check it out and have somebody vouch for you. I'm sure one person knows who you are, but let's be authentic when we're doing this, because I really don't want people just signing up on a free app and creating drama. I do want to respect Tara's hard work and her team as well. So if you think that this is a service that you would like to have on your phone, check it out, download the app. If you have a service or organization, how can they get their service and organization listed with you? Is it through the same process? Or
they can go to the app, and then they can click on community resources icon. It's the icon in the bottom right-hand corner, and they can add their resource there, or they can go to the website and they can add their resource through the website. You would click on businesses and organizations and then scroll down to the bottom, and you'll see all about community resources on Bless and how to be a part of it. And we would love to have everybody. And even if you know, whether you're the owner or you're a representative, or if you know of organizations that help others in your local community, you can add them. And then let's say that somebody else adds them. The non-owner of the business adds them. And then eventually the owner gets on and sees, hey, that's my business. That's my organization. They can actually claim it. Then they send us proof of ownership, and we'll approve it once we've proved it's legit. And then that profile or that resource would then be connected to their profile on Bless, where they can take over managing that listing and keeping the information up to date. So there's so much functionality to this. We haven't even gotten to groups on Bless, but there are groups on Bless that you can create as well, so that you can reach out to neighbors in your local community. You can have a neighborhood group, you could have a church group, and you can make it private to where you can share needs privately, or you can offer help privately to just the people that are in your group, and then also reach out into your community. So there is so much that you can do inside of this app. Really, really and truly, the possibilities are endless. If you want to help people, or you want to just care for your family, let's say they're around the world or across the United States, and you want to have a family group to where you can share needs and offer help to each other. You know, sometimes we're just sitting right here next to each other, and we don't even know that I have a refrigerator to give away. I don't really, but just for example.
Just using that for an example.
Like all these messages. I don't have one. I don't have one. But you can still share that need on Bless, and we'll see what someone's got to have one, right? But you don't realize, well, I have it to give, and you don't think to like tell people this is the platform where you could say, hey, so random, right? But I have this to give, I have this to give, or I really have it on my heart to help this way. Does anybody need help this way? And you'll be so surprised. Oh, I was hoping somebody would offer help like this, right? We don't talk about it enough. Bless is for this. So
yeah. And I love that you say that, Tara, because we do not talk about it enough. We need to really start talking humanity. We really need to start opening these hearts. I'm a big advocate on humanity. We need to start working with the heart. Stop working with the pockets. We're not bashing pockets. We're not
right.
Your hard work is work. But if you took what's in your pocket and you just gave it to organizations and charities and everything, eventually those charities and organizations, they don't work. You're enabling them. It's like Tara said, like we're enabling people by giving them $1. You know, when we can say, okay, what other solution do you have? If I can't give you $1, what else can I do for you? Can I have you on my podcast? Can I have you on the platform? You know, these are other ways of helping people. We're not talking about that enough. We're just saying, okay, well, I want $5. I want $5. Right. Okay, but after I give you the $5, what do I do with you?
Right.
Right.
And this is the difference. Like, this is why, and it's, you can see that it's a challenge for people a lot of times when they share on the app, and they're looking for that handout. And then when we come back and we're like, but we want to make your life better. And the handout isn't going to it'll make it better for a second. I mean, literally probably only last you that long, but how can we help you permanently to make a permanent change? So when you take people that are in a perpetual state of need and you open their eyes to the fact that they don't have to wait until they've made it to a certain level to give back, but they realize, oh, wait a minute, we all have something to give right now. I don't care what position you're in. If you have breath in your lungs, if you have ears on your head, if you have a mouth that can speak, if you have hands that work, you have something that you can give, even in the midst of your need. So when you start to help people to see above the need that's buried them, it changes everything. It gives them hope. And this is what we're doing. I mean, this is really the goal. But then for those that aren't in that state of need, but we all need something. Maybe you need reviews for your beautiful podcast here, and you need people to subscribe to your YouTube channel. That's a need.
Yep.
It seems so silly, but it's a need. Like, how good would it be if you shared that and 5 people subscribed? Hey, exactly. We'll take it. You know what I'm saying? And so but that's a blessing. And that's a simple way that people can bless you for what you do. So it can be anything. Like, instead, like, we're so good at just like thinking we have to do it all ourselves, and we just have to figure it out all ourselves. And if we ask for help, it makes us look weak. These are lies.
Yep.
Downright bottom line lies. We need each other. We need to utilize the fact that we have each other. And instead of turning from each other and like letting all this other junk come up to divide us, at the end of the day, we are all living, breathing human beings. This is what we have in common. And at the end of the day, when you see your brother down and out, when you see that fellow human down and out, there's something in your heart that wants to help. And this is what we need to make a regular practice. It'll change everything about our society, and your life will never be the same either.
Well, we have a comment here from Rachel. It just says Rachel, and she says, Tara, thank you for making me look at bless a different way. It's so simple and so easy. I never thought of just sharing someone's content or sharing someone's need, that it does make a blessing. So thank you, Tara.
Yay, Rachel. Awesome.
So, and then we have another comment. It says, wow, never would have thought blessed was this way. So I think we're opening eyes by just sharing and opening that community that, we can bless people without a dollar sign. We can bless people by making them open their eyes for solutions and saying, you know what? Oh, it's so easy to say, okay, if I get $100, then I can do this. But if you don't have that $100, what steps can you take? So we're actually opening the mind and saying, okay, I don't have the dollar signs, but I can still do this, this, and this. And I know somebody that can do this for me and this for me. And then eventually that $100 was never needed because you're actually getting people involved and connecting.
Right.
And I really love that you're doing like the connect the dots. Like, I love it because that's what we need. We need people to support each other and grow with each other, because when one person grows, the next person grows and the next person grows. And that's how humanity grows, is by connecting those dots. So I really want to thank you, Tara, for just making people look at bless a different way.
Yay. I'm so
So
happy.
now I want to get into a little bit about Tara, because
Sure.
Tara is here. So I asked my guests all the same questions, and I asked you what your favorite color was, and I want to know why you gave me that color.
Did I give you blue?
No, you gave me cranberry red.
Oh, I did?
Yeah. So it's just like cranberry red. Well, she's really gone into a detail. Like, she's not just saying red, she's saying cranberry red.
I do like cranberry red, and like specifically cranberry red because it is that deeper red. It's not quite burgundy. It's still on like that cherry side of red,
Okay.
but yeah, I mean, like, that's why. I know that's like really specific. I do not remember giving you that answer.
Well, and that's the thing, right? These tea times are booked like weeks before, so then people are like, "Oh, what did I give you?
my
What
color
did I
between now and from
right?" Because every day we're different,
now.
right? Today we might say blue, tomorrow we might say green. It's our moods as well, what we're feeling in the moment, right?
Maybe it was at Christmas time I gave you cranberry red. That could have been.
Yeah, I think we talked in December. So it might have been, right? Because cranberries were out at Christmas time. And
yes, and I do love, like, I have this favorite ornament on our tree. It's a ball of jingle bells, and it's that cranberry red color. So when you said cranberry red, I immediately thought of that ornament. And I was thinking maybe it was December when I answered this questionnaire. I don't know, but either way, that worked.
Well, and that's it, right? When we do these interviews weeks before, we're like, oh, what did we say? What did we do?
Yeah.
And that's why I always like to pick at my guests and say, okay, do you remember what you gave me? And I love that you said blue. So blue today. You said blue today. So
I mean, I do like blue. I mean, like, I think when I was growing up, purple was my favorite color. Like, I loved everything purple. And I think that changed for me. Growing up, I was overweight a lot of my growing up years. And I remember this like poignantly. I was in high school. I loved purple. I had on a purple sweatshirt. I mean, purple, like that blue purple, like the Laker purple, because I like the Lakers too growing up. And it was just a solid purple sweatshirt. And one of the kids at school called me Barney. And I think that changed everything for me.
That's it. No more purple.
Purple's over with. Like, oh, devastating, right? So that was the last time I wore that purple sweatshirt to school anyway. So purple no more, blue today. I mean, I do like blue, but I like black too. I mean, I don't know.
Well, and that's it, right? It depends on our moods. It depends on what's going on in that day, right? Because we can bless people with colors too. We can say, what's your favorite color? And then they might send you something with that color,
This is true.
or a card, a get well card or something like that with those colors. Knowing people's colors also tells you a little bit about themselves. And you say cranberry red, I was like, oh, that's like really detailed red there. And then I'm thinking cranberry red is in between a cherry and in between a red apple. So I'm just like, oh, and I really like cranberries too. It's a unique red, right?
Yes. It is
So I
not.
also asked you what one word to describe yourself. Do you remember what word you gave me?
Oh,
I'll give you a hint. It starts with P.
oh my gosh, Miss Liz.
You
P.
got this.
I don't know.
PASS.
Oh, passionate.
There you go.
Yes, this is true. I mean, I think you guys have felt that today. And this is not conjured up. This is automatic. You get me talking about bless and you poke the bless button and it just flows because it is my passion to help other people. And I feel so honored to do what I do for bless through bless to really help retrain humanity. It's not an easy thing to retrain humanity. Like that sounds insane. Like who would sign up for that?
Yeah.
Well, I did.
I did. I quit the job and I signed up.
So it does take passion for sure to keep you going, even when people are like thinking you are nuts, lady. But it's okay. Keep watching.
Well, I think a lot of people, when we say humanity, they think, oh, you just feel sorry for everybody. You just want to give. You just want to be a people pleaser. I've heard all of those names as a humanitarian, and it has nothing to do with that. It
No.
has to do with the love for everyone. It has to do with the love of your brother and sister from all nations and
Yes.
unstatus nations, because there are not some nation countries that are nation. So we do need to put that out there. And I really just want to thank you again, Tara, for creating this amazing app. Like there's so many different things and the groups and all of that. Like you said, we really didn't get into the groups and the organizations and the community resources. There's
Yeah.
so much on this app. So Tara, the question is, how many volunteers or how many workers do you have working with you?
This is a good question. So it has been me solo for quite some time with my team of developers that manages the app. But I'll tell you, I have employed the services of my of these bless ambassadors that have begun to pop up in communities all over the place. So they are helping as well with different aspects of the app. And so, how many? I think we have 13 ambassadors now. And then I've got my team, the development team, that they solely work on making Bless do what it does and dealing with the bugs. Because whenever you have technology, you have bugs. I hate bugs. I
Yep.
wish it was perfect. I want it to be so perfect, but I've had to grow and learn that there's always bugs. So we're ever working to make Bless better. We want it to be pleasurable for people to be on Bless, to use Bless. We want them to sense that peace, all of these things. And I've got one of my Bless ambassadors. She's going to be heading up our social media because I have been like totally MIA on social media. So that's going to be starting back up in March, which I'm really excited about that, getting the word out via social media about how powerful this platform is and how desperately our world needs to be a part of this, to use Bless, to share Bless, to repeat the process, to give to others, to share, be vulnerable, share your needs. Like I have to work on that all the time. I'm the chief blesser. Like, how can I share a need? It's not easy, but I have them. So that's why I go to my Bless and I need help. I need help. I'll wave the white flag, come and help me. And people will step up to do it. And so we just have to learn it's okay to be vulnerable, to let people know we need help. And then, of course, offering that help to others is just nothing like it. I mean, I'll help organize someone's house. I went recently, helped one of my ambassadors just clean up in her home. Like, I'll go do it. Like, I love helping people. I love it.
Yeah.
So any which way we can offer to help is what we want to do. So, yeah. So,
I mean,
I've got
we all could purge a little bit.
yes,
We all could use a way of getting rid of stuff. Sometimes
definitely.
we overshop, overbuy, and we can give the. So, is there any events or any fundraising or anything like that you are personally doing through the Bless app?
So currently, no current events that we're doing or promoting. Although in Utah, they're actually going to be working on doing something there. One of my Bless ambassadors, actually I have two in Utah that are going to be working together to promote Bless in local parks This is in the works. Oh, one other thing I'd love to mention is that late last year, we started a Bless Club in a middle school about an hour from where I live. Another Bless ambassador has headed that up. Can you all imagine how this would change our children? Learning how to bless other people, having that at the forefront of their mind, and actually having something so pure like Bless on their phone to help other people. So another thing that's on the to-do list is a kids version of Bless, to where we keep, sometimes people give a lot of information about what they've been through. We do have a word filter in Bless to protect people from being you can't go on there and you can't cuss. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. So you're not allowed. There's different words that are prohibited from being used. And then I mentioned we're prohibiting the asking for money on Bless. So you'll notice that you know, if you try to do that, it'll tell you, yeah, you can't really do that. We actually say we care about you and we want you to think of a different way to ask for help, something along those lines. So we want you to use Bless, but we want you to keep that in mind. And then we actually had something funky going on with the word filter that my team is working on now. One of those bugs, I'll tell you, where all of a sudden this like common word like should, and it's telling them they can't say that, which, so it's tech. I mean, it is what it is. We're working as fast as we can to get that straightened out. But I used to cry over those things, Miss Liz. But now I'm like, okay, let's get it fixed. Hopefully quicker than.
Well, I think we need those bugs, right? Because if we had everything perfect, then what do we fix? How do we grow, right?
How dare we relax, right?
Right? No relaxing. No, but I mean, having those bugs actually improves us as well, because then we find new skills in that, and then we might be introduced to somebody who can fix these bugs if we didn't have those bugs. You know what I mean? So that's also a need. So, and technology has bugs. Like it's up, it's down, it's in, it's out, it's shooting. So any final words before we wrap up your tea time, Tara?
Oh my gosh. Well, I just want to encourage everybody to get on Bless. When you do, you will receive a message from me. I am there. You will see my post. You will see that I do go bless people. I share needs. I offer help, and I would love to connect with you on Bless, or you could always email me at tarae@bless-app.com. Check out our website. You can see a lot on the website. You can hear about the heart of Bless on there through a series of videos that are short, to just kind of share with you my heart and for where we're headed. There's a lot to come with this, not just through the app, but soon. I'm believing where we'll have these Bless supply houses, where when people do want to get rid of stuff, they're able to donate to a Bless supply house. So I'm working on the nonprofit arm of Bless, which will be Bless Supply, where people can donate, they can purge and get rid of, and then Bless. It'll all function through the app. So if you've shared a need on Bless for clothes or something, and now we have it in our supply house, you can come to that supply house, you can get those items, or Bless will deliver in a Bless truck, which you will soon. I mean, I see it. Miss Liz, it's so real on the inside of me.
I see it too. I see it coming big. Like I see a truck pulling up, because I was going to ask you that. Like, where do you store all this stuff? Like, you know, if you get blessed, like people want to make donations.
I don't, but see, this is why. Yeah, we currently don't. So this Bless is community. Like, this isn't me. Like, this isn't, oh, Tara does everything on Bless. No, this is you. This is you. This is us together collectively, you know, helping each other. It's not Tara helping everybody. This is not, no, Tara does not have enough to help everybody. I'm just going to shoot straight. But my call was to create this app so that everybody could be a part, because we all have something to give. We all have needs to share. But I do have this vision for having Bless supply houses where you can donate. So this is future. This is not current, but it is in the works, where you can donate. And I see these trucks. I mean, it's as real as if it were in front of me, but right now it's here.
And I see it coming too. Like, I see a big thing coming for Bless. So for everyone, check it out. Check out this. Is a free download. Again, respect Tara and her team and the ambassadors. If you'd like to volunteer, if you'd like to get involved, like Tara said, this is a community. Like she
Yes.
doesn't do it all. Like we all need help. We all need that support. So again, Tara, I want to thank you for joining me today on Tea
Thank
Time.
you.
I want to thank Jackie Zucola for giving me this incredible guest. And I want to thank the viewers and listeners, the people who have left comments and support. If you're watching the replay, please push hashtag replay. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And I will see everybody tonight for the last tea time of this Thursday at 7 p.m. when I have Richard Blank coming in from Costa Rica. That's right. We're traveling to Costa Rica next. So this morning we were in Canada, this afternoon, United States, and tonight we're in Costa Rica. That's just the way it is. The community just keeps traveling. So again, thank you. And I will see everybody at 7 p.m. for the last tea time of the day.
Thank you, Miss Liz.